Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you a special announcement. Daily Wire has decided to troll Disney because I don't know. We get this article from the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently, Daily Wire is making a rival Snow White movie. Oh, trolling Disney. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this, but let's say what the article has to say. The conservative media company released a teaser trailer for Snow White and the Evil Queen, starring YouTuber Brett Cooper. Okay, are you trying to throw shade on the actress? Because, I guess we can call her an actress now. She's a YouTuber. Okay, what does that mean? Markiplier's a YouTuber. He's also an actor. He's now an actor. I think throwing the label, oh, they're just a YouTuber. Is Hollywood trying to throw shade on people trying to do better, trying to expand their career, their portfolios. Starring YouTuber Brett Cooper, following backlash over Disney's upcoming Snow White starring everyone's favorite mini-me, little troll, Rachel Zegler. She is a troll. She's an insufferable. See you next Tuesday. Conservative media company Daily Wire announced it is making a live-action Snow White movie following... Oh, God. Here's more gaslighting. Following right-wing backlash over Disney's upcoming live-action Snow White. Because any and all criticism of Rachel Zegler and Disney's Snow White and all the changes and the discussion behind it, that is obviously right-wing backlash. Because if you put a label like that, a political label, onto any sort of criticism, that gives you the right, that gives you the ability to just brush it aside, disregard it completely, because heaven forbid someone who thinks the political mirror of yourself, well, you don't have to listen to them. Their criticism is based in nonsense, right? We don't agree with them, so their views are nonsensical. Titled Snow White and the Evil Queen. The movie, teaser trail below. No, I'm not going to watch it because I don't know if Daily Wire is going to hit anybody with it. Probably going to hit me with it. Stars YouTube... Here we go again with the YouTuber Brett Cooper. Hollywood Reporter, can you just talk about people instead of right-wing backlash? YouTuber Brett Cooper. There are people who make millions of dollars a year, if not more, with careers on YouTube. There are a ton, not just one or two or three. There are people who earn a living, employ other people, have businesses, LLCs, all these things, just like any other corporation through YouTube and other social media platforms. To sit there and say someone's a YouTuber and it's supposed to carry some sort of negative connotations we are long past that. It's not feasible anymore. Doesn't mean what it used to. This isn't Jackass, for crying out loud. This isn't people just doing nonsensical things. It's actual people who do their research, besides me, because I just read articles, you know. It's people who go out of their way, do research, put in the work. They have editors. I'll have one day. And put forth. They have the passion, the love for their channel, for their followers, for the people who put them where they are, to try and use the title YouTuber as a sort of negative connotation. And I firmly believe that Hollywood Reporter is trying to do that here. To try that, it doesn't work anymore. I'm repeating myself. Let's see. Film based on the original Brothers Grimm fairy tale, which is now in the public domain. Now, why is Daily Wire doing this? This is an obvious troll. I don't know how this is going to be received. Maybe... I've heard this discussed as well. Stick to just making movies, making stories. Don't copy, don't piggyback off of another franchise or another studio putting out a movie that everyone is dogpiling on top of because of the nonsensical voice of an idiot. Article continues. It's a story about a princess and a prince, about beauty and vanity, about love and its power to raise us from death to life. The Daily Wire co-founder Jeremy Boring, that's an unfortunate name. It's our own adaptation of an ancient fairy tale. Boring, is that how you pronounce it? Boring made the announcement, if it is, that's very unfortunate, announcement when launching Bentkey, Daily Wire's new kids entertainment brand. Well, look at them branching out into other genres. Okay. Brand that seeks to take on Disney Plus at a time when some conservatives have grown frustrated with the legacy studios. Again, we are putting political labels on people because they're frustrated with the direction that Disney is going with their product, because you must be a conservative or a right-winger to dislike a bad product. Heaven forbid, because if you're a progressive left-wing individual, you are absolutely wetting your pants over anything and everything that Disney puts out. Now, we know that's hyperbole, and we know that that is false. This is nonsensical gaslighting. It's taken 100 years to build Disney and only about a year to tear it down, maybe 2 years. We know we aren't what Disney is today, of course not. But we hope in time we might become what they were once upon a time, once upon a dream. A little studio with big ideas and the courage to chase them. I definitely will commend Daily Wire and Boring for doing something like this. You have to take the chance. When you see an opportunity, you reach out and you grab it. But copycatting Disney in the state right now to do a Snow White movie that will obviously compete with their Rachel Zegler Snow White. A lot of people are going to see that for perhaps what it is, an obvious troll attempt, an attempt to piggyback off of the negative publicity behind Disney's Snow White. I'm not sure how good of an idea that is. Maybe you want to make your name in, I don't know, more organic ways instead of, trying to piggyback off the negative press. While Disney still uses Walt's name, they have all but abandoned his legacy. 100% agree. Let's see. Daily Wire comments with Brett Cooper. The movie follows Disney's upcoming live-action remake of 1937's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, generating some culture war controversy. No, it's primarily behind the set photo that was released, that was leaked, of the look of the dwarves and, well, just how ridiculous they look, as well as, Zegler's comments, which looks like the Hollywood Reporter has some quotes here. So, 22-year-old Zegler caused a stir when a flurry of her comments from late last year resurfaced over the summer that suggests she didn't like the original film. They resurfaced because they were recorded interviews, red carpet interviews or whatever they were at, I believe it was Disney's little convention last year. Her and Gal Gadot were talking about it. And of course they put a microphone right down Zegler's throat. Zegler's throat. Some of the things she had to say, she's not going to be dreaming about true love, even though that's kind of part of what the original story is about, or at least the original Disney story is about, which people love to this day. Disney, 4K, DVD, Steelbox, do it. I know they got the 100-year anniversary. Do Steelbox. Do it. Remaster. Anyway, Zegler told Variety in September she's dreaming about becoming a leader, the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. That's not what Snow White was about, and that's where people have a problem. People are making these jokes about ours being the PC Snow White, where it's like, yeah, it is, because it needed that. No, it doesn't. You can make a trope-filled, stereotypical, cliche love story with the danger and suspense with the evil witch and all these other things. These movies are not a problem. People still love these movies. It is a basic as all get out story. Just do that. You don't have to change anything. She don't need a man. Well, the general public, the silent majority, the people with the wallets that are going to see that you're trying to get into the theaters, they're the ones that don't really care for what Zegler's saying. They're the ones with the buying power that don't care for the direction that Disney's going in. Whether they are conservative, liberal, progressive, independent, it doesn't matter. It is not a political leaning that is going to turn you away from bad storytelling, from nonsensical checkbox ideology. Because, in case you didn't know, there's people out there that won't go see a movie because they see it as overly or overtly on the nose religious. And some of those people are conservatives as well. The original cartoon came out in 1937. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I skipped a lovely one. She told EW the original is, quote, extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power, but the original story wasn't about that. I've probably said this already. When you take a beloved story that has stood the test of time, that people can watch, grandparents can watch with their grandchildren, mothers and fathers can watch with their children, and it is enjoyable every generation that it is watched, that is important. And when you take that story and you bastardize it, you butcher it, you put modern day nonsense into it, changing everything from beginning to end, top to bottom. You change the characters, you change the story. People aren't interested in that. They're tired of it. So this idea that it's extremely dated, yes, but the story still holds true. It is still a wonderful story. Being in roles of power. Make a new movie with new characters. If you think this message is so wonderful, write something new instead of stealing and destroying a wonderful story. The original cartoon came out in 1937. Yes, but the original story came out long before that, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Go put your head back up your ass, Rachel Zegler, because you have no idea what you're talking about. Weird. So we didn't do that this time, and that is why you will fail. It's a whole different concept, and I just totally disagree with it. I know my dad and Walt. Oh, who is this one? Then Telegraph did an interview with David Hand, who worked as a designer for Disney in the 1990s and whose father, also named David Hand, was one of the directors of the original film. Ah, that's what this quote is from. Hand didn't directly criticize Zegler. Oh, yeah, enough people have, believe me. But unloaded pretty heavily on the new film, which has not yet been seen by anyone outside the studio, even in trailer form. So Mr. David Hand had this to say. It's a whole different concept, and I just totally disagree with it. And I know my dad and Walt would also very much disagree with it. In case you didn't know, Snow White saved Walt Disney Studios. It was their first feature-length animated film. It saved the studios. Without Snow White, we would not have, well, we may not have a Disney. So the idea of taking this original, first ever, I just said the word, taking this film, which stands for so much more than just a cartoon, just anything. It means so much more to Disney as a brand, and butchering it the way it looks like they will be doing, especially after Zegler's comments, I believe that, as it says right here, I think Walt and he, as in David Hand, his dad, would be turning in their graves, and I do firmly 100% believe that. Now, how is this Daily Wire Snow White movie going to go? Well, the usual suspects, I'm sure, as in the mainstream media, are going to be coming out and panning it before anything else comes out. They will see it as a nonsensical troll. They're copycatting off of Disney, and one negative thing after another after another. Again, YouTuber, so-called star, right-wing criticism, conservative business, as if these things are negative. Should we call Disney a libtard corporation, a liberal corporation, a woke wait, oh, people are calling them a woke corporation. So, okay, fair game. Call it whatever you want to, and find out what happens when the movie comes out. The money will speak for itself. The wallets will be opened or closed for the movie that people want to see, or for the movie that people don't want to see. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm not sure how to see it. I'm going to check out the trailer and probably talk about it either tonight or tomorrow night on the next live stream I am on. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Do me a solid. Go hit that subscribe button. You share this nonsense with your friends and family, or your enemies too. Hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.